If you're a Texas State student or a parent who's thinking of skipping rent and buying instead, I'm going to show you 2 different homes available in San Marcos priced in the mid 200,000s that may be smarter than paying rent. We're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local San Marcos real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a purchase in the San Marcos area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. You know, I come from a background of education. I was a band director for 10 years. I actually went to Texas State, graduated in 2011, music education degree, taught middle school and high school music for 10 years, and then made the switch to real estate. Even though I come from an education background, how I operate hasn't changed in both careers. Honesty, effective communication, hard work, and really just helping other people is what's really important to me. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you find your next home. So where we are today is Blanco Vista. This is a master plan community in North San Marcos. Homes built here between 2018 to currently. The neighborhood's almost finished, so 2025, maybe early 26 they'll finish building. So newer homes here. We are a 10-minute drive to Texas State. That's going on I-35. You have the option of going on Post Road, which would be about a 12-minute drive. That's what I would do to avoid the I-35 traffic congestion in the morning. So pretty close, but definitely if you're a Texas State student, you would need a vehicle. It's not like you can walk or bike to class from here. The amenities in Blanco Vista, they have 2 pools, 7+ miles of hiking and biking trails. If you have small children, there is an elementary school on site in the neighborhood, so you can walk your child to school here. And then we are walking distance from Blanco River through the 5-mile dam park. Cool. All right, so we're gonna check out 2 houses. I'm gonna talk about all of the financial side of it too, so you can have a really good understanding of how much money you would actually need to get one of these houses and what would your monthly mortgage payment look like. So let's jump into house number 1. So the first house we're checking out is listed at $265,000. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,410 square foot home. Now I've crunched the numbers, and with this home, you can expect, if you have a good credit score, you can expect to do a $9,300 down payment. So that's $9,300 you would need cash to close, and a monthly estimated mortgage payment of $2,300 a month. So let's go check this one out. So you can see we have this front door patio here with this beautiful brick hardy plank, and then we do have an upstairs deck we'll check out. Lots of privacy because of the bushes and trees in front. And I'll pan around so you can see where we're at. So we're actually right on the edge of the neighborhood. So this road back here is right, you can see the bridge there too. That's where you're gonna come in most days. Yeah, let's check this one out. Quite a bit of street parking, which I'm not a fan of. But it is what it is. I mean, this is not a busy road because it's purely people who live on the street. It's not a through road for the neighborhood. I do like that we have this much open space down here as well as the upstairs deck. It does come with a smart bell ring. Words today. This home is vacant, but they did stage it beautifully so you can get a sense of how everything would fit in here. And this is a pace setter home, okay? I know that because I just recorded a video in Trace, a new construction neighborhood in South San Marcos, and pace setter homes was what I was looking at, and one of them was this exact same layout. So I'll tell you right off the bat, this home is listed at $265,000. There's another one, the exact same layout, brand new, listed at $307,000, okay? So we're looking at about a $40,000 difference. The only difference really between this house and the new one is this does not have a garage and the other one has a detached garage. So something to be aware of if you're looking for brand new and you really like this floor plan, but you just wish I had a garage, there is an option in South San Marcos. So this one has tile flooring. To the left here, we have this large closet going under the stairs. This is also where your water heater is because we don't have a garage. That's traditionally where you would find the water heater. I like the plantation blinds they have here, really nice addition. I wish it was consistent though. I kind of have nothing on this window or these windows either. So little seating area, not too much. Fridge does not come with a fridge, so that would be something If you have a fridge or need more concessions to be able to afford a fridge, something we can talk about. Granite countertops. Here is your washer dryer connector. Again, does not come with washer dryer. And then this also counts as your pantry. Okay, so it's all behind this door. Love the natural light that comes in here. And then your half bath downstairs is here. Typical half bath, pedestal sink. Decent amount of space though, sounds good. Check out the backyard. So they do have a doggy door built into the door, which is nice for you pet owners, you fellow pet owners. And then I really like this back patio. It's another difference actually. The brand new one does not have a covered back patio, and this one is pretty nice. So I don't know if they did this after the fact, but it's connected to the primary building, so that's good. But very large, and then they still have their TV hung up here. Now it's a TCL, it's not the highest quality TV, but it gives you a sense of what you can do with this space. So I thought that was a nice touch for them to kind of leave that there. I'm not sure if it comes with the property. It's a cheap TV. I'm sure we can negotiate that if it was that important to you. So you can see back here, going through the fence, this is where trash and recycling lives. And then they have a shed here. I'm not gonna go in there because you never know what's in a shed. But you do have this long driveway back here. And then this is an alley. So you're gonna have 0 people driving through here. This is purely people who are coming into or out of their homes. And so this is where you would park in lieu of a garage. You can fit 4 cars here pretty comfortably. You might be able to fit 6. It is a very long driveway. And so you would either park here and then walk into the home from here, or park where I did in front of the house on that street parking. I like that we have rocks on the sides, so it just minimizes the amount of landscaping you need to do. And they did that on both sides. So it's a good sized yard, especially if you have a dog who wants to utilize it. But even if you don't have a dog, you don't really have a rear neighbor because of that alleyway. So really good amount of privacy back here. All right, let's check out upstairs. So now we have carpet on the stairs and all of upstairs. We'll check out the, so there's no landing, right? It's just hallway to bedrooms, primary. We'll check out the upstairs deck first. I won't stay there too long because there are wasp nests, I just noticed. But so you can get a sense, plenty of room for a couple chairs. Pretty good privacy. Not a big fan of how close we are to the road, and you can hear the road noise fairly well out here. So that is a con of this specific lot placement. Checking out the primary bedroom, we have a ceiling fan. You can see how comfortably you can fit. This looks like a full-size bed, so queen, full size. You could fit a king, you'll still have plenty of room. Ton of natural light. We went back with the plantation shutters. This looks great. And they went with the luxury vinyl plank flooring in the bedroom, which I prefer. Walk-in shower with natural light coming in. That looks fantastic. A single sink, medicine cabinet, and then your closet, which is not that big. I'm gonna be honest, not that big, but this is all about the pricing. And I lied, I said carpet all upstairs. So it's carpet on the stairs, then we go to luxury vinyl plank, but then it goes back to carpet in the 2 guest bedrooms. So here is the second bathroom upstairs. Again, natural light coming in. Pretty standard, which is with a 1 sink. And then we have our 2 guest bedrooms. Now these bedrooms are small. I'd be lying to you if I said you could fit a king size bed in here comfortably. Do not put a king size in here. It would just be a bed room, literally. So queen size, max. It's really odd they don't have blinds on everything. Again, everything's negotiable in real estate. It's really important you understand that. So when we see something and we don't like, we can ask them if they can adjust it or give a concession back to us financially so we can pay for it. So blinds throughout the house. But for any home, you may see something priced and think, well, I can't afford that monthly mortgage payment. They may accept an offer 30 grand lower, especially in this market. So something to be aware of, and a big reason why you should contact a real estate agent who's knowledgeable, because they can give you that advice and find the things they know about the market that will help you make the best decision possible and get the best deal possible, right? So this was the first house. We're gonna check out one more home. This is a 4-bedroom house, also in Blanco Vista, but it's about 30,000 more. So I'll see you over there. So this next house, unfortunately, I'm unable to get inside. I think whoever went in before maybe lost the key, but when I opened the lockbox, there was no key in there. So what I can do, I'm gonna just have my editor put the photos, just do a slideshow so you can see the inside through the photos. I'll kind of talk over that. So this is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1-story home, and it is listed at $295,000. It originally was $315,000, so they've dropped it by 20 grand. Now, remember what I said earlier, everything's negotiable. So we may very well be able to put an offer at $275,000 and they would accept that. Like I said, this is a 4-bedroom home. So if you are a Texas State student, that's really gonna help you cut down on your monthly mortgage payment, which is gonna be roughly $2,450, we're looking in that range, and then 3.5% down payment. So we're looking around the $10,000 down payment there, maybe $11,000. With this home, some of the features the other home did not have. So we're on a corner lot, which is really nice. The amount of privacy you're gonna get not having that side neighbor. You're also gonna have a bigger yard. So if you have a dog, they're gonna take advantage of that. You do have an attached garage, pretty large garage too, 2-car garage. Typical, you have the alley in the back still. So you do have a small driveway in front of the garage. With this home, the bedrooms are larger. I can tell already from the photos online. They are carpeted bedrooms, but the primary bedroom is much larger than what we saw before. I'm trying to think what else. You can see the photos, I cannot. I'm just trying to remember what I saw in the photos that stood out to me. It does come with a refrigerator. Not sure if washer dryer convey. I know the refrigerator does. Yeah, I wish I could get inside to show y'all, but sometimes these things happen in real estate. So this one is definitely something to consider. I wish I could see inside, because I was going to compare and kind of give you my verdict of which one would be a better choice. You know, say you can do any down payment. Probably more bedrooms. If you are going to have roommates, you know, who are going to cut down that monthly mortgage payment, it makes more sense financially. Actually, the first person I helped buy a house was an ex-student of mine, and it was in San Marcos. And she bought the house, took all the risk herself, like got the mortgage herself, and then she has 3 roommates, and she basically makes them pay 1/3 of the mortgage. And so she's living rent-free, right? Because her roommates are paying her mortgage off for her, and they don't need to know how much the mortgage is, because they just ask her how much is rent. She says it's $800 each, right? And then they pay $800, she pays nothing. So definitely a really worthwhile to house hack your way through college and not have to pay rent while building wealth through owning property. So if you're thinking of staying in the area for at least 3 years, it's always better to buy instead of sell, especially in this specific market. You know, a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have said that because the prices were still really high, but how we've seen the market fluctuate, prices shot up in 21, and then since then they've been coming down, and the amount they've been coming down this year to last year is minuscule. So it really looks like we're at the bottom of prices coming down, and now it's going to go back to about 4% year-over-year appreciation. So great time to buy, as long as you're using a knowledgeable realtor who knows how to negotiate to get you a better interest rate, because that's usually the #1 reason people are worried about buying. We can get sellers to pay down your interest rate so that you don't have to pay as much interest, your monthly mortgage payment. But I could talk forever about real estate. Well, hopefully what I'm getting across in this video is there are some really good deals out there. And honestly, if you're a parent of a Texas State student, if you're thinking about buying instead of renting, definitely reach out to me. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Even if you're in the middle of a lease and you've already signed something, again, you'd be surprised at how much we can get sellers to pay for things. I literally just did a deal 4 days ago where the seller paid $4,000 to get my client out of their lease. Like, they're in the middle of renting an apartment, and in the contract it said, if you break the lease, you owe us $4,000. And we told them that and said, fine, we'll pay for you to get out of your contract so that you can buy our house now. So it really is as good a time as any time to buy a house. You don't feel like you're stuck with a lease. But like I said, reach out to me, love to help you. Till next time, hope to see you around town.